I need your vote on June 5th. Please vote for Andrea Thompson for Superior Court Judge, Office 65. I have dedicated my career to working with victims of crime, especially children. I am currently the deputy in charge at Stewart House, part of the Rape Treatment Center at Santa Monica UCLA Hospital. There, I lead a team of 5 prosecutors who handle the most serious sexual offenses that have been committed against our children. At Stewart House, we work together with police officers, social workers, and therapists to help children through this most difficult experience. Prior to working at Stewart House, I worked with the Victim Impact Program in the San Fernando Valley. As a trial attorney for several years, I prosecuted serious kidnappings, child molestation, serial rapes, and other serious offenses, including homicides. After several years at the Victim Impact Program, I was asked to act as the supervisor. In addition to supervising the other attorneys, I also worked on cases myself. I carried a full caseload of sexual assault, kidnapping, rape, and homicide cases. This work with victims throughout my career has well prepared me for work as a Superior Court judge. The experiences that I have with victims of crime make me understand and be empathetic to the experiences they are going through. I ask for your support on June 5th. I've been a Deputy District Attorney for the County of Los Angeles for the past 27 years. During that time, I have worked on all types of cases. I have tried dozens of criminal jury trials as well as some civil matters. I have a broad base of experience from which to draw as a Los Angeles County Superior Court judge. I began my career in 1985 when I was first appointed as a Deputy District Attorney for the County of Los Angeles. In my early years, I worked in the municipal court, running calendars and handling misdemeanor jury trials. But shortly after that, I was transferred to the Compton branch of the Los Angeles Superior Court, where I worked on a variety of serious criminal offenses. I handled my first murder case in 1989 when I had just 4 years in the office. And a few years later, I handled a high-profile domestic violence murder case. I soon learned that the cases I was drawn to were those involving victims who had suffered from the plague of crime. It was very rewarding to me to work with these victims and their families and to provide comfort and guidance through this difficult court process. Over the years, I worked on dozens of domestic violence, sexual assault, and homicide cases. During the 1990s, I worked all over the Los Angeles County, eventually working in the San Fernando Valley in the Van Nuys and San Fernando branches. Steve Cooley's new program, the Victim Impact Program. This program is especially designed to handle cases involving victims of crime so that the prosecutor involved can handle the case from the very beginning. This avoids victims and their families having to meet a new attorney every time they come to court. In this program, I handled cases involving sex crimes, domestic violence, as well as child abuse, hate crimes, and elder abuse. I worked in this unit for several years, gained a great deal of experience trying many cases before, in 2002, I was made the supervisor of this unit. From 2002 to 2007, I supervised a team of attorneys who prosecuted these very serious crimes. I myself was a working supervisor, handling a full caseload while supervising the other attorneys and filing cases in the San Fernando Valley. As a Deputy District Attorney for the past 27 years, I have a long history of leadership that will serve me well as a Los Angeles County Superior Court judge. I joined the office in 1985, but within only a few years, I was already asked to take on a leadership position, supervising preliminary hearings at the Compton Superior Court. I worked for several years in this capacity, while at the same time trying serious cases such as homicides and also sexual assault cases. In addition to working as a supervisor in the preliminary hearing unit, I also was called upon to handle calendar matters. I was a Superior Court calendar deputy in the Los Angeles Superior Courts for a number of years during my 27-year career. What a calendar deputy does is the calendar deputy runs and manages the courtroom with the judge. That person is the representative of the district attorney's office who assists the judge in processing the cases and efficiently handling the caseload that that particular court has been assigned. I have worked in that capacity on 3 separate occasions during my career for a total of approximately 4 years. That experience also will help me as a Los Angeles County Superior Court judge. I've also worked in trial assignments for many years. This experience in terms of leading a case as it proceeds through the court system would be very valuable because it assists an attorney in understanding the different segments of the trial and how a judge might handle that particular trial. What is effective courtroom management? Courtroom management is perhaps one of the most important qualities that one brings to the Los Angeles Superior Court as a judicial officer. It is very important because our community relies on the judges who are elected and appointed to efficiently run the courtroom so that the resources of the community are not wasted. Oftentimes, if any of you have ever been a juror or present as a witness in a case, you'll see that time can be wasted. Time can tick by quickly as attorneys talk and breaks are taken. If I were elected judge, I would ensure that the courtroom starts on time, that the attorneys in my courtroom are ready to handle the matters before them, and that breaks are kept to a minimum so that the business of the court can be efficiently handled during the day. One thing that's important is the efficient processing of cases. And not only does that mean during the day, but it also means that a case should not be continued an innumerable amount of times. Once a case has come into my courtroom and a decision is made as to what's going to happen to the case then will either proceed to trial or will be disposed of and a plea will be taken. Excessive continuances are not necessary. I need your vote on June 5th. Please vote for Andrea Thompson for Superior Court Judge, Office 65.